Hi, this is JD Sleep from General Guitar Gadgets. Today I wanted to give a demo of the Vox Treble Booster. This is based on the old Vox Treble Booster, which had no controls on it, no volume, and just you flicked a little switch, it plugged into your guitar, and a little switch would give you the boost. We've added several mods. First of all, a volume control, so you can choose how much of the boost you want on your signal. The other thing is there's a gain here. What I found with the Vox Treble Booster is that it inherently has a little bit more distortion into it than some of the other single transistor boosters like the Rangemaster or the Brian May Treble Booster. This one just has a little bit more distortion with the gain, which is just controlling the input going into it. Back in those days, maybe pickups weren't so hot. I don't know, but you can back it off a little bit, and it gives you less distortion. Still get boost, but not quite as. It gives you a little bit of control in the distortion. Now the tone control looks like a potentiometer like the other ones, but it's actually a 6-position rotary switch, and it's choosing 6 different input caps to go into it. It's a pretty common way of altering the tone on these old single transistor boosters. And I know at least some of the replicas that are out there based on the Rangemaster use that kind of a tone control. So the settings it's on right now with the volume and the gain full blast, and then this is on the very first setting of the capacitor. So this is stock, would be the same as a stock vintage Vox Treble Booster. So let's just take a little listen to it. And we're going into a 65 band master and ASAT custom. So without the booster, got to sound something like that. I put the treble booster on. And that's what you get. It's got quite a bit of boost. You can back off the gain a little bit, like I said. You still get the boost. But not quite so much distortion. So that's a handy. I think it's a handy feature. What happens when you, on the Vox anyway, when you increase the capacitor, the input capacitor, you're going to get a lot more distortion and a lot fuller sound. You're going to get the bass sound back into it. And so this really is just as much of an overdrive Vox as it is a booster. So as we move up, you're going to be able to hear it. And I'll just leave these on full for now. We can maybe put the gain down later. So let me just go through each 6th position with a single chord, maybe a single chord stab. 2, 3, third one, 4th one. Back to the first one. I hope you can hear the difference between the really getting a full sound between the first setting and the last setting. So big difference. And as you hear too, let's just kind of go somewhere in between. There's a lot of good distortion in there. If I put it into a solid state amp, you would get similar. There's some amp distortion coming out of it, but it's mostly coming from the box. And so the gain control can really be useful on these higher settings of the capacitor. I think you can hear the difference. The gain really can, you can tune it in pretty good with the gain. So I think it's a very useful mod to this And you can find all the modifications on the site of General Guitar Gadgets. So I would highly recommend, if you're into treble booster, I would really recommend the Vox. It's way overlooked, and it's just an excellent little box, especially if you want a little bit of distortion kick in with it. So look into it, it's a lot of fun. And if you don't want the treble boost, if you just want a boost, you can pick out one of the higher capacitor levels, turn the gain down, and you get a good full range booster. Volume control if you need it, if it's way too loud. If you just want a little bit of the distortion gain, you can turn the volume. You can just turn the volume down, and you got a really nice sound without blowing your ears out. So I hope that this has been informative, and take a look at this project, and thanks for listening. Bye.